Hey, this is God Peddler. We're continuing with our series on the King, our two-part series. Today is part B. This past weekend was part A. And talking about the King, of course, we're talking about Jesus Christ. So join me as we explore our spiritual journeys today. We're at number 5, and that is that Jesus has the unique characteristics of God, what they call the incommunicable attributes: omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. In other words, he is all-powerful, he is everywhere, and he knows everything. That can't be said of any man, but only of God. In Hebrews chapter 13, it tells us Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today, and yes, forever. What man can that be said of? I know of none. Number 6, the scriptures teach that Jesus is God. It couldn't be clearer. The Apostle Paul said in Colossians chapter 2, verse 9, "For in him," that's talking about Christ, "in him all the fullness of deity dwells in bodily form." There it is, spelled right out in the Bible. If you don't know that, you maybe need to study your Bible a little bit more just to find out some of these basic facts. In Hebrews chapter 1, verse 3, speaking of Jesus, it says, "He is the radiance of his," that's Jehovah's, "glory, the exact expression of his nature, and he sustains all things by his powerful word." Jesus holds all things together. A man, a prophet, an apostle can't do that. Only God can do that. And then one final point, number 7, Jesus Christ claimed to be God. Now this is where some agnostics would say, well, he never himself claimed to be God, but yet they need to learn their scriptures too if they're going to make such a claim. Because when they challenged him in John chapter 8 at the end of the chapter, some of his critics says, "Are you greater than our father Abraham? He died and so did the prophets. Who do you think you are?" And Jesus replied, "If I glorify myself, my glory means nothing. My Father, whom you claim as your God, is the one who glorifies me. Though you do not know him, I know him. If I said I did not, I would be a liar like you. But I do know him and keep his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced at the thought of seeing my day. He saw it and was glad. You are not yet 50 years old," the Jews said to him, "and you have seen Abraham?" "I tell you the truth," Jesus answered. "Before Abraham was born, I am." At this they picked up stones to stone him, but Jesus hid himself, slipping away from the temple grounds. They understood in their culture and in their religion and that context that to say that he is I am is claiming that he is God, and it was worthy of death by stoning from their perspective. Jesus claimed it. He claimed it over and over again. He knew who he was. He didn't hide it. It was revealed to some, and to others they were blinded because of the darkness of their hearts. Much more could be written and spoken, but it's clearly sufficient to conclude from what we've read in the Bible just today that Jesus is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. I wonder, is that what he is to you? May you see the journey through to God himself. Come next time at God Peddler. I post every weekend and every midweek. God bless.